The rock giant is a very large and intimidating creature. We wanted his body to consist of the natural elements in the setting. He has a sharp outline to reinforce the idea that he's an evil, dangerous monster, and this makes it a good target for our characters to come together to end conflict with. The main source of lighting in this shot is emitted from the old villager's lantern. It lights up only parts of the rock giant before it's fully revealed in later scenes.
The sounds in this shot are very low and mainly focused on the growl of our giant. The growl reinforces the fact that our character is evil. We also hear cave sounds like water dripping and rocks crumbling to reinforce the environment.
The environment consists of very sharp and rigid rocks. These rocks correlate with our rock giant and look very much alike. This is the home of our antagonist.
The bright light from the jar reveals that the jar is in some grass and in an unknown location.
The only sound heard in this shot is the gleam of this object. It is repeated every time it is on screen. This is the theme sound of the object.
The costume design for the average villager combines the elements from each of the main individual characters. This makes a costume that reflects the overall atmosphere as a whole.
The sound in this scene is very jarring. There is a beat of a deep drum that resembles the annual coming together. There is also the sound of the mass amount of people cheering.
This scene consists of a single walkway that leads to the very center of the island. This is the only walkway on the island, and all of the factions on the island meet here once a year for their annual sacrifice. This is the very center of the island. The crowd surrounds a large circular stone platform where the rock giant resides.
Large drums beat down as the crowd cheers. The rock monster stomps to the beat of the drums and lets out a rocky growl.
The light is very natural, with the only source coming from the sun.
This environment is very green and filled with many bushes and trees. The group of children have escaped into the outer jungle.
The sound is very wild with waving trees and bushes. You also hear the children scavenging through the forest.
Rocky is from a mountain area and has a spiky outline to resemble the mountain peaks. He also wears warmer clothing because of his colder environment. He wears more durable clothing because of the harsher living conditions in the mountains. For Ninetoes, he's the youngest of the group and the least supervised. He's very mature and constantly covered in dirt, and he wears a poncho that can help him keep warm in his cavernous habitat. The light is very natural, with the only source coming from the sun.
Cavernous sounds echo throughout. Rocks crumble as they gather around the gleaming light.
The main source of light is coming from the light in the bottle. The secondary source is the natural light from above the hole that they're in.
Very small spaces consisting of dirt and rocks.
Seaweed is from the ocean front and has more of a beach-inspired attire with shorts and a t-shirt. Barry is from the agricultural region, so he has heavy-weighted pants and gloves to help protect his hands and feet while farming. Green is from the plains. She's the most anxious and the most intelligent of the group. Her clothing is the most modest to keep from drawing attention to herself. The main source of light is coming from the sun. Mac is our main protagonist and is from the industrial area. Her clothing has less hanging pieces that could get caught in machines. She's a tough, creative person, so her attire is durable and has a personal touch.
In this scene, you hear cavernous sounds and rocks crumble as the kids help each other out of the hole. Rocks crumble as the giant is defeated. Deep drums beat over the growl of the rock giant. The gleam from the light in the bottle is very clearly heard as it is used to defeat the giant.
This area is very familiar. The large stone platform is in the center of the island. The main focus is a large rock giant.
The main source of light comes from the sun, but a beam of light from the light in the bottle is projected onto the giant. It radiates across the stone platform they're standing on.
The beating drum comes to a stop and the crowd cheers begin to rise. Our heroes have defeated the great evil.
The rock giant breaks into 6 smaller stones. The villagers surround the now grassy area.
The light of the sun and the bottle are now connected and spread over the land.
The natural forest is finally heard clearly for the first time along with a running river.
The light is very natural, with the only source coming from the sun.
The scene is beautifully laid out with multiple trees, bushes, and a blue water river. We also see the stones of the rock giant centered in our frame. The scene is very flat. All 6 children are in a circle resembling one of the beginning shots, this time as friends.
As our heroes are successful in their attempts to rid the island of the evil rock giants, we hear nothing but the sound of prideful music.